Yo. So, it's me, your boy D. Coney, Daniel Coney, and just actually wanted to respond to my boy Andre's Iron Man 3 video. And man, straight to the point, I did not like the movie. Biggest reason why is because it was a joke overall. I like what they were kind of trying to do with Tony Stark showing that he was a genius and he was more than just a suit, and it was the brains behind the suit. I love that. I understand that. Good difference. I mean, good change for his time, for this movie. But I didn't like how they tried to make the Mandarin, which, like you said, Andre, was such a classic villain. He could have been like the Joker of the Marvel universe or the Iron Man universe, and he was such a commanding character in the first half that when they turned him into just a joke, it kind of defeated the whole movie. I actually turned to my dad at that point. I was like, the movie's going downhill from here. And that's exactly what it did. So that was my biggest issue. He did a great job as an actor, but that part of the movie just bombed, and it just went downhill from there. What's his name? The scientist, Killian, or whatever his name was. He wasn't that much of a entertaining role. He's just like another average villain. I mean, to go from the Mandarin, or what we thought would be the Mandarin, to it's just other hired muscle, was just not really wow. And we've seen that so many other times in different movies, so it didn't wow me at all. Second biggest problem with this movie, and there was other small ones, but I'm gonna focus on the big ones, was this stupid ass suit that we seen through all these marketing advertisements, the change the colors, all this gold. I'm thinking this suit is gonna be badass. I'm talking about he's whipping the parts to him and everything, and this suit was a total defect the whole entire movie. It did not work correctly at all. It was something always offline, weapons offline, flight offline. Didn't work. Kept calling it, and then it would shatter or mess up or something. And I'm thinking at the very end, where you or at the dock again. I agree with you. Stop doing docks. But he's at the dock and he's calling it, and he's saying, Jarvis saying that the Mach whatever is coming. I'm thinking, yes, finally, the right version of this suit, the working version, is gonna come and attach to Tony Stark. He's gonna kick ass. We're gonna have an awesome, epic battle, and he can stop jumping in and out of these other suits like a little punk. Hated that. They did not give any shine enough to these other suits. There was too many of them, one. He kept jumping in and out of them, second, like he was a little punk and a little girl. Like he was a coward just jumping from tree to tree or car to car or suit to suit. Like, it was a joke. Like, man up and fight this guy. So I hated that. Then they blew him up for no reason. Then he calls this Mach a billion, whatever it is, 40, whatever, and it just breaks apart, hits a pole or something and breaks apart. It was a joke. It was a gag. It was horrible. I'm like, why would you even do that as a marketing scheme? You killed yourself. And then finally, the Iron Patriot. Don Cheadle was never in that bad boy. Everybody else was in there more than he was. The president, the villains. It was no point of changing him to Iron Patriot from War Machine. He was never in there. That was a waste of time. And then finally, my biggest point is with these movies, you always have to come back to the very reason that we love these characters. You can't have a Hulk movie without the Hulk hulking out and beating somebody's ass. You can't have Wolverine without him clawing some shit up real bad. You can't have Iron Man without that one suit that is a cool way for him to get in it, and he does some epic work, an epic battle, new gadgets, and just that suit separates it from the rest. That never happened, and thus killed this movie. If he would have called that suit at the end and we would have had an epic battle, that would have salvaged most of that movie. But it never happened. And then, other thing, the whole Pepper Potts and the whole removal of the chest piece, that killed the whole thing. Why do we even go that route with Pepper even getting powers if she was never going to keep them? Or if he was going to be able to just change it that quick while just narrating. We could have left over and let it spill to another movie, and then she get cured in the next movie. And why the heck are we removing the chess piece? That is too soon, too much. Should never did it. It defines Iron Man. That's the reason that he has the chess piece. Without the chess piece, it takes away some of the value, in a sense, to the character. That was stupid. I think they should. That's what happens when you switch directors. They get too gully and they jack stuff up. Happened with X-Men from X-Men 2 to 3. And this is another prime example of Iron Man 2 to 3. 1, 2, and 3. So hopefully the directors in Avengers can salvage some of the Iron Man story. But I hated Iron Man 3. I'll probably never watch it again. And I'll be okay with my Iron Man 1 and 2. Even though 2 wasn't that great. But it was a hell of a lot better than 3. So, this is D. Coney signing off. I don't know the rest of your thing, Andre, but I'm Audi 5000. Chomp chomp. Womp.